to give you guys a quick walkthrough so you can understand. Okay? So, I would recommend, so at least you know exactly what a person goes through and what they get. I want you to understand this. Any tools that I give you, okay, you should take ownership. 2 reasons. Number 1, would you send somebody to a tool that you don't have a clue about? No. It's kind of like this. Would I ask you to read a book and I wouldn't read the book? Okay? You got to take ownership. 2 reasons. So you can see what is transpiring, so that you know exactly in case your client or potential client is going to ask you questions. Right? Secondly, you're going to trigger the email campaign that comes with it, so you know what emails is being sent out. You should know, because your system should be sending out the same emails. So that way, you know that the automation is working. It's kicking. Otherwise, how are you going to know the automation is kicking? Does that make sense? I go to Tim's, I go to a lot of the 6-figure income earners, and I opt in their website. You know why? Because I want to know what they're sending out. I want to know if it's good enough for me to send out too. Because all I got to do is copy and paste. Who can copy and paste here? I hope everybody.
I was going to ask, can we copy and paste your emails you send us?
You can, but you won't be able to embed the videos, because most of my emails all have videos.
Okay, yep. And it's, worded differently, but I love the one I got about the webinar, and I kind of picked pieces out of it and used it. So
Honestly, I don't reword anything unless it's directly just like my name, things of that nature, or if it says something about my story, right? That's it. But for me, I don't fix the bridge if the bridge ain't broken. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Only thing I do is I enhance. In other words, like add a video, add a picture, right? That kind of stuff, right? So that you are exposed to your perfect customer. Okay? This is very important. Digital marketing, online marketing is a different animal. This is not like you posting daily for fun. It's a little bit more intense, right? So, going to the community walkthrough, brand new person comes in, right? I want to give you guys kind of an idea of what that brand new person is going to transpire. I'm in the process of finalizing a lot of you guys' interviews. I'm getting it approved through Michelle Schmarterer, okay? So that way we can put it in our community, right? So I'm getting it approved. They've all been edited over the weekend, okay? For those of you guys who did the interview, right? But those interviews are going to be right here on the About page. That means that the entire school community that search for our community is going to see you. So if you want to go into the next round of interviews, schedule something on my calendar, and then we'll put you in the next round of interviews. Does that make sense? Okay. Why is that important for you? It's your brand. Our community is going to promote you. What will that do? that will build the like, know, and trust for you, even if you don't want to create videos. Does that make sense?
You're just stepping on toes.
You know, we're giving you that extra push. That's the power of community. Okay? So they come in here, they get that welcome email, right? So how many of y'all have seen our welcome message? Right? I'm going to pull it up here so you can see it. Oh. It's here somewhere. Hold on, we're going to do a search. Here we go. So you can see the first place it redirects them, right? Let me make this bigger because you guys are, I can see the body language. You guys are pulling up your binoculars here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see how I make this enlarge. All right, we'll do that again, huh? Is that better? Is that better? Okay. So you can see the first place we send them is in the do's and don'ts, right? That's the first place we send them. Then we're going to go send them in the community overview, where it explains the importance of engagement, right? Then we're going to send them to the inner circle after they see module 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? So by the time they get to inner circle, okay, they've already seen the start here, which is the do's and don'ts. They've seen 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 5 is the inner circle. Okay? So let me give you the psychology of the first 6 modules. This is your waterfront real estate. This is where people make decisions. Everybody understand? So, the number one reason why a lot of people come in this community is because they are being neglected in other communities. How many of you guys feel that way? Okay? Here, we want to make sure that your voice is heard. We want to make sure that you are taken care of just like anybody else in the community, no matter how big we become. Most of you guys know, if you work with me long enough, I don't buy the excuse of we're too big. I have built communities pretty big and still was able to take care of the little guy. All that comes down to time management. That's all it is. Okay? That's the difference between you owning your calendar or you not owning your calendar. That's what it comes down to. Okay? So, today we had an amazing call with Michelle about communities, right? And she pointed out 4 key elements. Okay? 4 key elements, which I'm going to pull up right here. Number 1 is the offer. Anybody know what is our offer here in this community?
Blueprint.
It's a blueprint.
Formula blueprint.
Regarding what?
The 4 income streams. How to create additional income.
That's DGC. That's GGC.
Okay, I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Okay, gotcha.
Our blueprint here in this community is for you to pass the 7-second rule so that you don't gotta go through 20 leads to get one sale. You should be able to get one sale in less than 20 leads. As long as what? As long as you got your dots connected. And what I mean by dots, your branding. Here's the difference between a person shooting from the hip. Anybody know what that term is, right? Shooting from the hip. Right? Versus a person that has their branding in order. The difference is you get conversion 50% faster. You know, I've had a conversation with all 6 figures that I work with. Had they had their branding in order, they would be a 7-figure income earner now. But they are grateful for what they have. But you know what? You can't go back to the past. You have the ability to get it right from day one. Does that make sense? You want to know?
We did it after day one. How just in the big picture does everybody do that from day one, please?
You'll be able to get it from day one in this community, from day one that you came into this community, not from day one that you joined DGC. I can't control what you went through before. Does that make sense?
So how did
Right. You're going to see. I mean, you already see the difference between what's being set up already. Okay? Some of you guys are looking amazing. I mean, Eldon, we just got done with his Facebook. I don't think he slept last night. You know, if you guys want to see what his Facebook looks like, I'll show you.
Yes, I would love to.
So this is what his Facebook looks like. So see, I got the Facebook showcase of everybody that we've done. And this is Eldon. Okay? This is Eldon. Okay?
Wow.
Not only does it come out this way, right? But when you go to his business card, it does the same thing. So you go to his business card, right? This is what they see on the phone. Okay? Why? Because 90% of people are going to pull this stuff on the phone before they will on the computer. Does that make sense? So you can see that from here, right, to here, everything is consistent, right? And it's going to be the same thing once we get his YouTube set up and we get his Instagram and all these other things set up for him. Because no matter where your perfect customer goes, they need to be able to find you within less than 3 clicks. If they click more than 3 times, you lost them. So there's 2 tests they have to pass. That is our offer in this community, is to pass the 7-second test. That means that within 7 seconds right here, I know exactly what Eldon is doing and I know exactly where to go. If I'm so naive and I just click on here, right? I got directions to go to where I go to the next step. You see? And if I'm not as naive and I follow the arrow and I click down here, it's going to take me to the same spots. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is very important when it comes to marketing. Okay? So 7-second test and the 3-click test. My friend, those 2 tests will increase your conversion by 50% or more faster. With this community, it'll increase it another 25%. The minute they step into this community. Just a show of hand, okay? How many of y'all were disappointed the minute that you came into this community? I know. I don't have, I asked, but I already know the answer. Does that make sense? Now, I'm going to go to each one of you here, okay? Eldon, what is your number one takeaway of this community for you?
Oh, I think that because of the videos and everything else that you set up for me, it will go faster and easier.
You don't
So
hold
I can,
you don't hold the popcorn against me, right?
no, I think it's fantastic. I mean, you know, just like we worked on the, you know, on the logo and my picture and, you know, the round gold coin with my face on it and that at Lake Michigan, it looks good.
Now, you don't have to do what Eldon does, but Eldon meets with me Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. his time. So that's why his stuff is getting done quick, because he's willing to show up. Does that make sense? You see?
Mhm.
So each day we map out what needs to be done, and that's it. You see? So it's just like Martha, she also booked me pretty frequently. And then we have Ronnie. Ronnie does about once a week, but I think now he's up his game about twice a week. And then Ronnie's coming back.
You canceled on me.
No, I had to reschedule.
You canceled on me twice.
No,
Counting.
I don't cancel. I say reschedule. Now, whether you reschedule or don't, that's not me. That's on you. Okay? So, I can tell you this much.
You can call it whatever you like. Okay.
I can tell you this much. My 30 appointments a week haven't been all taken so far for the past 6 months. So there's plenty of room in the calendar. Okay? And then I got Cynthia who is starting to book again, right? So, what does that mean? Those who spend the most time gets the dots connected the quickest.
It's true. I get up at 4:30 every morning, so I'm ready
Don't
in my living room.
don't scare
to
everybody,
be
Eldon.
there at 6 o'clock. You know.
Eldon, don't scare them away.
Well, the early bird gets the worm. You know. So let's do it.
So, guys, let me tell you. The beautiful thing about this, and you know, Cynthia is a perfect product of that system, is that even if you don't have everything set up, what should be your number one focus in this community?
Money
Getting your
the
cup.
easiest way.
Go ahead, Eldon. What was that?
Make money the easiest way
What is that?
instead of the hard way.
What is that?
Well, we make money the easiest way because our time is, we don't have to put in a lot of time trying to make money. So we're doing it the easiest way with all your videos and everything else and training that you give us to push us along faster so that when we get clients, we could find out if they're really interested or you know, or no right away and eliminate the ones that we don't think are going to be qualified to run a business like ours.
All right, let me translate simplification for you guys. Okay, what Eldon just gave you is the engineer version, right? The engineer version.
Yeah.
Let me give you the third grader version. Okay, 90% 90% of products and services offered in this community is an affiliate. We only ask you one thing. Don't refer someone to something you are not part of. Make sense? First, let me give you an example. We'll let you earn the affiliate when you have gotten the personal experience. For instance, let's say you've done your social media audit with us, and then you refer another person that do the social media audit. We're gonna let you earn affiliate on it because you've experienced it. So you don't have to sit here and lie. We don't want you to lie for us. Does that make sense? We want you to share your heart, but we don't want you to lie. Okay? Just like if you're going through our time blocking course, we're going to let you affiliate the time blocking course because you've experienced it. Does that make sense? It is amazing. Okay? I'm going to drop a link for you guys. I'm going to drop a link for you guys. Go back to regular price after May 31st. Okay? I mean, you should